Welcome back. Kyle from Infinite Hustle, the Money God, and the Google Plexionaire God, coming to you live, letting you know what we got going on. Yeah, things changed a little bit. This world ascended into a new place. I call that heaven. You call it whatever you want. You call it earth if you want. But we in another level. We on 5D reality. This is Gaia. You know the name correctly. This is Gaia. Mother Gaia, we have ascended. We are the ascended ones. I am the enlightened one who has ascended Gaia and the universe to another realm. No, I'm not the only one. There's millions of us out there. Some of us working in complete silence. But some of us are whistleblowers, as you'd like to say. And some of us are trying to accelerate the rate of ascension just a little bit faster. So we're forcing shit down your brains and in your head that you don't necessarily agree with, but sooner or later you're going to have to accept. And I know that sounds mean, and it's bad to mess with people's belief systems, but your belief systems were incorrect in the first place. So what better way to fix them than to lie to you and eventually feed you the right truth? It's like a computer loading. It starts out at 0 and it goes to 100. So we started off at 0 with all complete bullshit and lies, and we slowly progressed to 100% reality and truth. It's weird how this world works. You think you know everything. At 16, you think you know everything. I'm 29, I feel like I'm just starting to learn. Why is it that most of us quit learning at age 25? Well, it's because most of us get a job and we go into a particular field, and once we're in that field, we get conditioned to that job, and bills get ahead of us, our kids get ahead of us, and stress gets the best of us, and we stay at that job and we never become better or bigger people than we already are. Well, that day has got to change. Those times are over with. It's time that people start living the way they should live. It's time people start living their dreams, becoming the people they should be. We start becoming the parents that our children deserve and much need and desire. You know how many people out there live with addicted and abused parents? Sexually frustrated parents and criminally addicted? There's so many kids out there that are the next Bill Gates, but lose their chance because their parents is, a dumbass. And I don't mean to be blunt and make fun of nobody, but it's the truth. I mean, I know of some kids that are truly just geniuses, and because of who their parents are, they literally don't stand a chance in this world. Because your parents technically establish your belief systems. When you're 0 to 7 years old, your subconscious mind is being programmed on autopilot. You have no control over your thoughts. After 7 years old, you can create your own reality, and you can control what thoughts come in and come out. So if your parents have a negative belief system, then it's already instilled in you that you have a negative belief system. And if that's you, I recommend you start listening to motivational videos and maybe find God, because that's the only way you're going to get that belief system out of your head. That's the only way you're going to find the right path. Trust me, I found the wrong path at first, and I thought everything my parents said was golden and it was the truth. Well, even my parents make mistakes sometimes, and not everything they say is the truth. The most of it is, but there is some things, even them, I have to, take with a grain of salt and make my own opinion. So today is a learning lesson for me, hopefully a learning lesson for the world, that if you follow your dreams and you wish big enough, you can become anything you want to be, and that's a king or a god. Because I am the king of the alien gods, and I'm the #1 universe. I'm Mr. Universe, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not bragging, I'm just letting you know that you could be just like me, If I'm Mr. Universe, then who are you? Do you know? Do you know what you like, what you're good at, what you're passionate about, what you would die for? Seriously, do you know? I mean, most people can't think of something like that offhand. I know all that. That's because I'm willing to give up death for the things that I love. And the only thing that's stopping us in life is death. So if you can overcome death, then you've overcame everything. Then you start to live. That's why I've been talking about God so much lately, because not only did he open me up to the light, but he's made me start to live. I was dead before. Not literally, but mentally. I was consumed more by drugs than my own thoughts. Now I get high off my crazy ideas. And yeah, they're crazy, but to be honest, they're true and they're real and they work. So be it. Everybody hated on me and thought that I was a joke and I was just coming up with this stuff out of nowhere. No, I was just further in the process than most of you, and you couldn't understand it because it was hard for me to articulate the distance between us. The way that you perceive things, the way that I perceive things was so distant, it was like a kindergartner learning from a Ivy League college student. They just don't match up. And that's how I was with everyone else. And now, after learning through some time and trial and error and 4 trips to the psych ward, I can learn how to talk to the enlightened ones, and I can learn how to talk to a little child with its simplest minds. That was the hardest thing for me, is not to blurt out, follow God, believe in God, you can be rich, to spot out all the things that I have in my head, because yeah, a lot of it's true and a lot of it will help everybody, but not everybody's ready to hear it, especially little children. So I had to learn that the hard way. And most of you are little children, not literally, but spiritually. And that means that you have to be taught slowly and piece by piece, because you don't get this either. Just like that kindergarten student, you're slowly learning and you're slowly beginning to learn the things that I have and ascend to where I am. Maybe you never will get where I'm at, but at least you'll know that you can get to where I'm at, because it's possible. Because somebody's already done it. Somebody's been there before and done it, and has paved the way. You know how many people admire an idol like God? But do you know, on the contrary, how many people are God? I know maybe 5 gods. There's an abundance of gods, but most of them haven't even found their self, let alone has anybody found them. Most people are believing in following false gods. More people follow Satan as a god than they do the true God, which is weird. I know that sounds mistaken, but it's not. It's totally politically and spiritually correct. Trust me, I've done my homework and I talked to God about this. He tells me that people don't follow him and they follow, his adversary, but they do it because it's misled and it's because his name's, blasphemized and used in vain. Because people have claimed his name. And like I said, I am God, but I'm not trying to steal his title. I'm trying to give it back. And that's the thing, maybe I could take Satan's name back from God and, give it to him as a present for doing all the things that I've done. So my goal is to, get enough people to believe that I'm God. And once they do, then I'll give my power to the original God, because I don't need all this power. I just want my family, maybe a little bit of money, and to have a good life. That's it, a long, happy life. And if that long, happy life is only until my 50s, that's fine. But if it's in my 100s and 50s, that's even better. Money doesn't mean nothing to me. It's just a bunch of trees. As I'm driving down the highway right now, I'm looking to my left and my right, and all I see is trees. As most people would think, it's just the pieces of wood. I see oxygen. I see bunches of pieces of paper. Millions and billions and trillions of dollars of paper just in this one strip that's not even a mile long. Millions and trillions and billions of Googleplexian dollars. That's the thing about me and my presidency and my campaign that I'm going to be running soon, is that I'm just going to create more paper. I'm going to grow more trees, and I'm going to create more paper, and I'm going to give you more money. And I'm going to steal all the money from the billionaires, the current billionaires. There's 2,200, I believe. And I'm going to steal the entire economy of the globe, but I'm going to redistribute it between all of the patrons of the world evenly for one time. This would be a global restart, a shift in transition, a shift in hands. And this is going to give everybody the chance to be, to not be able to say, oh, if I would have had money, I could have made it, or if I would have had this, I could have made it. Well, you're going to have that stuff handed to you. We're going to see if you can keep it. My guess is that most of the money is going to go back into the same people's hands because those people know how to make the money. But if you guys think you can do something better and do something different, then I reckon you vote for me the upcoming election, or at least don't vote for anyone at all, and make sure that my message is heard. Because as soon as I'm president, I will bring back the real God as a being that you can understand, because the being of God right now is so vast, you can't even comprehend who he is, let alone speak to it. You got to think the guy's head alone is the size of 400 galaxies. You know what I mean? How is a human going to talk to that person when they're only 5'6"? So you got to understand, where I'm coming from here when I say that you can't really hear God yet. I can hear him because I've already ascended into the 150th D, that is dimension.
Welcome to Illinois.
Oh, welcome to Illinois, everybody. But yeah, so I've already, I'm already in the 150th dimension, which is very far, and I've exited the Matrix. But I want other people not to exit the Matrix, but to realize that they're living in a Matrix, that they're living in a simulation within a simulation. You know what I mean? This is like a video game called life, and you're the key player. Can you handle that? Can you accept that? That there's levels to this shit. Literally. You beat a level, you rank up, you go to the next level. Let's see how far we gotta go. Hold on. Alright, 6.8 miles. So, sorry for the brief interruption. I'm driving right now, and I'm trying to work at the same time. I'm trying to explain things to you so you understand where I'm coming from. But yeah, I want to break some news to you too. I don't know why they've been hiding this, and I know you humans can't accept this yet, but aliens are real. The Arcturians, the Pleiadians, the Anunnaki, they are all real. They are my friends, and they are very good people. They're not people, but beings. They are very good beings. They are some of the most spiritual and enlightening things that you will ever come across in your life. They will literally take you from a zero to a hero in a short time. You got to listen to them. You got to believe in what they say, and hear it with your heart. Hear what they say with your heart, not your ears. Once you get up to a certain level of ascension and a certain level of self-mastery, you begin to quit using your senses, your five senses, and start using your sixth sense. And that's not extrasensory perception, that's your heart. Everybody's overlooked that, but your heart is actually a sensory organism that gives you signals and feedback, and you can literally control your own universe by the feelings that you have in your heart. And yeah, your heart doesn't give you a green go sign or a stop sign, but it does give you, a change in heartbeat. It gives you a change in mood, and it does give you a change in life. So follow the light with your heart, and you'll truly be an ascended one someday. I wanted to be part of the Illuminati, who are the enlightened ones. And it's funny, I was chasing after the Illuminati for so long, and now that I'm part of the Illuminati, the fake Illuminati keeps trying to recruit me, and I think it's hilarious, because they don't realize that I'm the leader of the Illuminati, and they keep sending me things, random guys would be like, oh, do you want to join the Illuminati Brotherhood, blah blah blah, we are this and we are that. And it's you guys don't even understand that I'm the fucking one who is your boss. You know what I mean? You guys are messaging the wrong guy. You're sending the carrier pigeon to the wrong person. You know what I mean? I'm the damn bird. So it's people just need to chill out with the Illuminati thing. Yeah, the Illuminati is great. The enlightened ones are great. But it's not a cult. You know what I'm saying? There's no secret fucking initiation. If you're an enlightened one, you're an enlightened one. That's it. If you're the Illuminati, you're the Illuminati. There's no signing up for it. The people who are in the Illuminati know they're in the Illuminati. You know what I mean? And I am the Illuminati. I, am the founding member. I'm the Grand Master. But that don't mean that I'm going to stand in front of people and preach to them and be like, I'm the Grand Master, listen to me and obey. I'm not doing that. I'm not saying fear me like I'm Allah. I'm saying listen to me because I'm wise. Hopefully you listen. Because these people that don't listen are going to be the people who have to suffer the real consequence. And that's not dealing with me or God. That's dealing with death. because the people who don't listen to me die. And that sounds harsh and it sounds mean, but it's true, and that's not a threat. That's just true. I know how to keep you alive. I know how to get eternal life. You know what I mean? I'm the infinite being. I create infinite galaxies. I'm the one who can take you to the next level, take you to the next planet. So understand what I'm saying when I say I want to help you, because I really truly do. I want what's best for all of you out there. And I don't think that most of you are living your lives to your fullest potential, because most of you are pretty much being beaten up by fear every day. And I know that's sad to say, but it's the truth. Most of you are just being punished by fear. And stress and anxiety and everything else just gets the best of us.